EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Chicago Bears. And no run back on this one. So the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. This is Joe Mixon. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
He's tackled. On every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow going deep downfield for Ross. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Touchdown, Cincinnati.
John Ross, 71 yards. And the Bengals are going to take a first-quarter lead.
He is good.
Bullock good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Randy Bullock to kick off.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Taken in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 21. First carry now for David Montgomery. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Trubisky. He'll find Miller. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 12 yards there and a first down. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
This is a quick pass from Trubisky. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
On second down, Montgomery. And he is going to be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bengals 36. 7 yards there and a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch 36. 36 to Mike.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
He's tackled. And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Chicago Bears. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Montgomery back to the ground. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Alert, 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 alert. 18, 18. 36. Line 36. 3 balls.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. Open man, he finds Kmet. Touchdown, Chicago. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game.
I do believe we came here to see a game, didn't we? And it looks like he's running what we call routes versus air. You just go out there with your offensive unit and throw the football with no defense. He's 5 for 5 on the opening drive.
He was on his game there for drive number 1, but my only thing is now he can't go any higher than that. He was so perfect. Could he do it again later?
Yeah, all he cares about right now is making it 10 for 10, 15 for 15.
Keeping that going.
And he feels like he can get it done.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen.
Mixon hit, and all the ball is out. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown.
Touchdown!
So this defense clicking early in the year, week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for Chicago.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it. But you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it. And that's what you don't want to do.
A good pickup there, 21 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
The Bengal ball carrier.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Brings up 4th down.
Let's go. Deep, tighten up.
They'll run with Mixon. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Play action. It's Burrow. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Khalil Mack. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, over...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 29.
Do what we do. Do what we do.
He will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
And this one through the uprights and good.
The game at 14. Randy Bullock to kick off for Cincinnati.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Trubisky now off the bootleg. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Clock keeps moving.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Von Bell up to make the tackle.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. Flush to his right. That's complete to Mooney. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 25-yard line. 16 yards is the pickup there and a 1st down for Chicago.
25-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Now they go screen. It's complete. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Carlos Dunlap, the Florida Gator, chopping his way to the quarterback.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Cole Kmet with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Bears have broken the tie. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Bears 21, Bengals 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
Chicago.
And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. The 30, 10, 5, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, 75 yards. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Fielded in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides of this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Trubisky to throw. And he finds Montgomery complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Complete to David Montgomery. That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Trubisky now to throw on 3rd down. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. You said it earlier in the quarter when we saw a broken tackle then that we might see some missed tackles here early on in week 1, and that's another one right there.
Yeah, not a surprise at all. It will even out as the season extends because everyone will get used to the play speed. But right now, here in the early season, the advantage definitely goes to the offense.
They'll let this go for the end zone. And this one is incomplete. Darnell Mooney, the target there. And it's 2nd down.
Well, their first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Carlos Dunlap able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Steps. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far, so maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
16-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
So 2nd and 4 from the 22. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Got an open man, that's C.J. Uzomah. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on third? Now Burrow. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Burrow to Boyd there for the Cincy first. Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line.
He was
there to make the tackle, Khalil Mack.
1 yard.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On second down, here's Mixon. He'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Ball carrier.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Now, Bengals on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Burrow. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He'll air this one out for Boyd. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Darnell Mooney, the target there. And it's 3rd and short.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. He may try and run for this. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. He'll grab 3 yards on the play, taking it himself for the first down. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Here we go. Here we go. Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52.
A play fake to Montgomery. Now Trubisky. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Darnell Mooney, the target there. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They go play action. Trubisky. His throw caught at about the 5. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Mitchell Trubisky. And the Bears have broken the tie. And his kick is good.
Makes the score Bears 28, Bengals 21.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And no no return on this one. It's a fair catch, a signal for, and take it.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really...
Now Burrow loses the football. And I think the Bears have recovered. They have. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Trubisky will throw. He'll buy some time right. That's caught by Montgomery. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
They'll run with Montgomery, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A 5-yard touchdown run, and the Bears will add on to their lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Now this will make it into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the intended receiver, and now it's second down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
On second down, here's Burrow. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up fourth down. So on fourth down, on comes the left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. Tariq Cohen is deep for the Bears. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Bears take over.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
And now the throw hauled in by Green. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 23 yards, the final tally.
First and goal at the
right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown.
To C.J. Uzomah.
C.J. Uzomah there to make the grab. And the Bengals have got it back to a one-score game.
I thought that was a nice job there, feeling the pressure and rolling out away from it and keeping the play alive. And I think he did it with the idea that his tight end would find his way free in the end zone, and his confidence was rewarded.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Geno Atkins busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Now it's Trubisky. Escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now it's Trubisky. Trying to lay one up deep. It's caught inside the 25. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, 63 yards as the Bears push further out in front.
Eddie Pinheiro lining up for the extra point.
That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Well, not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again. And you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Kickoff for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This will make it into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Flip.
The Bengals drive about to get going. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potential.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, picked off at the 20. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted. The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
The Bears in good field position to start out first and 10 at the 45. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On first down, Trubisky firing quickly here, and that's complete. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Randy Bullock to kick off for Cincinnati.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble of bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is, don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one covers 29 yards. First down. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a first and 10 at the 41. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
That's another Bears first down. First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Watch 36 to Mike. Nice, sweetheart.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. Open man, he finds Kmet. Touchdown, Chicago. Cole Kmet there to make the grab. And the Bears will extend their lead.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Bengals take over first and 10. At their own.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Going deep downfield for Ross. It's caught at the 10. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Touchdown.
John Ross. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead.
Is good.
Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Randy Bullock to kick
Now
off.
Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
On the return, the Bears take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Now Montgomery. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Trubisky to throw. And he completes it to Cohen. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
To Tariq Cohen.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. He will go out right near the 35-yard line. 16 yards, a first down. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a first and 10 at the 35-yard line. Now Trubisky. He's going to look deep down the field. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
Complete.
After what they've faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
And that's incomplete. Cole Kmet, the intended receiver. But now it'll be third down.
This defense could use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
36. Hey, here we go. Watch 36. Alert, 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 alert. Mike 36. Mike 36. Let's put him on the button.
On third down, Trubisky. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on fourth down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Bears tried it on fourth down, unable to convert, and the Bengals will get the football back.
Turnover on downs.
The Bengals drive about to get going. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 44-yard line.
And they go play action now. Burrow. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
1, Burrow. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Third down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll try and throw for it here. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Boyd. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
First down, Bengals.
On first down, Mixon. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
He was tackled.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Going deep downfield for Ross. Incomplete. Both players were there offensively and defensively, but it falls incomplete.
Two things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Here comes Cohen. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
29-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
This is a quick pass from Trubisky, and he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Brings up
2nd and 11 at the 41.
41-yard line.
Again, it's Trubisky. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. William Jackson with a pick, and he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
They'll take over.
Brandon, these cornerbacks had their hands full all afternoon long, but they finally get a measure of revenge as he gets himself in a nice spot. He's able to get 2 hands on the football and pick it off.
Buying time to his left. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And that'll be incomplete. He was looking for Joe Mixon there out of the backfield. But now it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Yards to go.
That's It's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Well, some credit there to A.J. Green because he's so tough to cover. Sometimes he causes those penalties.
And he's one of the more difficult guys to cover in the NFL because of his ability to do just about anything on a route. Hard to do. Creates a lot of pass interference calls.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
No gain on the play.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now Burrow to throw on second down. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Yards to go.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow flushed out right. And that will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Flush to his right. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Bears will get the football back. Well, they were 2 for 3 on 4th down tries. Now they're unsuccessful. That brings them down to 50%.
But that's a percentage you have to feel pretty good about. You know, 2 for 3 before that, but finally get stopped again. That's okay. That's the type of team that'll keep pressing. In this situation, they'll continue to go for it.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
1st and 10.
Looking to throw, Trubisky on 1st down. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
To Tariq Cohen.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
At the 31-yard line.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. That is caught by Cohen. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 16. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
10 at the 16-yard line.
From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on 1st down. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Now Joe Mixon, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
That's the end of the...
That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
From midfield now, Burrow. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow going deep downfield for Ross. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Here's Kevin Huber now. They'll boot it away from about his 35. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt. And he'll get this one up to about his 14.
Number 29.
DJ Reader there on the tackle.
But Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Carlos Dunlap getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long. From the shotgun is Trubisky. He's going to air one out. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
From the contact.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 10. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Trubisky lost the football, and the Bengals grab it. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. And opening there on that 1st down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2.
On the tackle. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll run again with Bernard. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
The ball carrier. The tackle made at the 24-yard line. A pickup of 2 yards. And the Bengals 1st down.
They go play action with Burrow. Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick. But instead it falls down incomplete.
Brings up 2nd.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Here's Burrow. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. On the screen, Bernard. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. That's going to bring up fourth down. Only a gain of 2 there.
Brings up fourth down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals.
Touchdown.
Joe Mixon, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bengals able to get this back within a touchdown. And Charles, the second time today that he has hit pay dirt.
And once you score the first one, there is that natural tendency, and there's also that eagerness to get back there again. Oh, he smells it. This guy smelled the end zone, and twice he's gotten there.
Taken in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now.
The ball carrier.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Ball at the 23, second and 8. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
David.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
He takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Montgomery on the handoff.
2 straight 4-yard runs, and it is steadily working the ball downfield. To me, they're staying right on schedule. First down, you want 4 yards or more to set up the rest of the drive. They're getting exactly that.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Move the chains. A gain of 7 on third down. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
The ball carrier.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Trubisky's throw pulled in by Robinson. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. It's a first down on a gain of 10. We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Out of the gun, Trubisky. That's complete to Demetrius Harris, the tight end. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A gain of 23 yards on the play. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
4-yard line.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Mitchell Trubisky, a 4-yard touchdown scamper. And the Bears will add on to their lead. And the lead is up to 14.
Good. Makes the score Bears 56, Bengals 42.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Yard line. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. That sack by Khalil Mack. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. On 3rd down, Burrow. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And out. It's 4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now Burrow. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Roquan Smith. And defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory.
On down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now Trubisky going to give this to Montgomery. And they'll get him down right around the 16.
David Montgomery.
Making the play defensively, Carl Lawson.
On the tackle.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
On 3rd down, they go Montgomery. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Montgomery, they'll run for it. And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and the decision to go for it pays off. They've got a 1st